The dream of the future you see dissolves, and with time, so does the apprehension. The world under sun is no exception, and all you see around you evolves. New traits and things familiar can be sensed, but futile is hope without fruition. The grief you knew begets no vision. The happiness you felt becomes regret. Winter fades and takes its cold and storm. Spring revives the world with love and warmth, but still the law, all things decay and age. Vanity itself won't dry your tears, and so you fear as your time draws near. The world will turn, but never change.
Oh, looks like I forgot one thing. Let me just switch over to my streaming scene. There we are. Yay, I have a lovely face again. Let's turn down the volume on my phone so that doesn't go off in the middle of our stream. And we'll just wait a couple of minutes, well, 1 or 2, for anybody that wants to trickle in and get caught up, and then we'll get underway. I believe our plan for this one is really to just start... The first thing we need to do is we need to start farming up color. Real bad. We got to get a lot of color put together, and I think we need to prepare for an attack by a second brother. Because we got attacked by Warden... Well, technically we got attacked by 3 brothers last time, but we died to the first 2, and the third time it spawned Warden because it was randomly picking between them. And Warden we were able to beat. Good morning, Braskus. Or, sorry, reading comments while I'm talking is a bad idea. Good morning, random channel name. Good morning to you as well. That's a better way of phrasing that. Did not mean to wish myself a very good morning. I do want to thank everybody, whether watching this live or waiting and watching it later, for having patience with me. My sore is finally getting better. That's an idea to let you know how bad it was. It's still there. It's just finally healing and going away, and it's not nearly as painful when it's started the healing process. But I've had it for like 2.5 weeks or something right here, which made talking and eating very difficult, but we're good now. So, alright, let's load this up. Yeah, right here is where we're at. Excuse me. Alright, and slowed everything down. I need to see what my color situation is looking like real fast. Yeah, nothing over here, and not a whole lot over here. So I need to desperately start planting trees and farming some extra color. Crimson's all right. Amber could use a little extra. I'm practically out of azure, which is not good either. I got myself in a lot of trouble by missing the colors from Warden. That's the problem. I ran to get the heart, the portal spawned on top of me, and I got the heart, but it warped me out of the chamber, and I missed out on all the color he dropped. Lesson learned. Patience in the next one. Alright, so let's take a look at all these areas first. I might have to reload as I'm wasting time doing this, but... Alright, so there's green up there in abundance. Pit. Alright. Really, I'm looking for anywhere with colors. The Worm Reservation has red, violet, and green. Not a lot around right now. A little bit of amber, it looks like, in the Moonrage Garden. Some more green. I don't want to go down here. I know there was a little bit of color down in that fog garden, but that's a dangerous place to go now that it's falling apart. Whoop. Ow. Loud noises. Somebody's showing up. Hopefully not showing up to kill me, because if he is, we're kind of screwed. That's right. I don't think these guys are going to attack me. They just showed up towards the end of the last episode as well. And then they went about their business as usual. So we're fine. Alright. Thus pushing them toward fatal heresy is taboo. Where am I? I'm up here, aren't I? Yeah, so I want to go... I'm about to die now, because I've been waiting too long, but... Azure. Whoa, okay, so... Now I know what we're going to do. We're going to load the game again, because we've got to reload so I don't waste all that time. Then the first thing we're going to do is we are going to use some emerald to get ourselves down here, because it looks like there's color there. Maybe we can collect it, maybe not. I don't remember where we're at on that cycle, so that might also get reloaded. But once the next cycle passes, we can head up here and get all kinds of goodies. So for the moment, emerald... going this way. Come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, I went the wrong pathway. Alright, and I need to be ready to hit B real fast, because I don't have a lot of color on me right now. I need to be ready to... Right. Loud noises. Need to be ready to inject more color into my heart. Man, I don't know if the deal is to just make it really intimidating when they show up, or what the deal is, but man, they arrive and it is just deafening. Okay, so we're about to run out of color, and I'm going to need to use more. 24 out of 50. 56. Emerald is defense. 66. I guess I'll use the crimson that I've got left and just put it into the big one. You're right, it could be. But we'll find out. It looks like it is a little bit different, but regardless, it has opened up color in several new places in the same area, so that works for me. Oh, look, Whaler's back. I feel like he talked to me last time, too. And who's the next one? Oh, you. I'll be honest, I don't even remember his name, but I know I don't like him. I really only remember the names of the brothers that I really dislike or kind of like. Warden's design was interesting, so it's pretty easy for me to recognize him. I remember Patriarch, I remember Mantid, I remember Whaler because he's a douche.
Spirit. Your real heart is the heart of breakthrough.
Yep. Oh, good morning, Gregory. Drill, I think? No, his name's not Drill. I almost thought Pitt was going to attack you there. Yeah, fortunately, no. Let's see. Let's just remind me who he is. There's Patriarch. Yeah, that one's Pitt. Ironclad, Mantid, Montgolfier, Whaler, Caterpillar, Tyrant, Triumphator, Warden, Doppelganger. Which one is he? Mantid I know, Ironclad I know, Montgolfier I know, Whaler, Pitt, Caterpillar, Tyrant, Triumphator, Warden, Doppelganger. Huh. Don't remember. Doesn't matter. Okay, I was coming back this way to examine the wall, because I believe it's entirely possible that a new color may have spawned along here somewhere that we want to crack open and mine, but we'll have to just see about that in a minute. About the only thing I'm worrying about right now is just harvesting new colors. I'm trying to do that as quickly as I can, because boy do I need it. And boy am I gonna need it. Alright, there's more way over there, but I'm going to come out to the edge of this first and take a look and see if there's anything obviously along the wall that's pulsing and flashing that I'm going to need to harvest. And I'm really bad at picking out these colors. They're very difficult for me to see. Most of the time they don't make it impossible, or sorry, most of the time being colorblind doesn't make it impossible for me to find things. I just have to know that they're there and really be paying attention to see them. Although, that being said, my first, there's one right there. My first, I'll come grab that one on the way back. My first experience with a game that basically made it impossible for me to play was on Saturday, first one that I remember anyway, of last week. Fortunately, said game included a color blindness mode, which shifting did make it easier for me to see what I was doing, and therefore allowed me to complete the activity. Let's see. Why do I have lots up at this point? I already want to be, like, I need to start refreshing colors that I have, so I'm going to immediately start moving things over. Because I want to, like, I want to keep some color on hand for planting trees and stuff like that, but right now I really just want to refill what I have over here. I want to try and save a little bit of emerald because it's defense. But pretty much everything else, I need to refresh it over here. I need to have color here so that I can combat anything that comes after me. And while it would be nice to be able to sort of fuel my abilities, then that would be the way to do it. Congrats on... Ah, yes, thank you, random channel name. We did hit 300 subscribers this week, which was pretty exciting to me. Yeah, I'll keep the defense, but I'm going to just use the rest of this to top off. And then we'll use some of the crimson, because that's what I've got lots of, to do this. Oops. Help if I drew it correctly, wouldn't it? And then... there we go. Yeah, I had a rather bad day that day, and so I came home to discover that I'd hit 300 subscribers and my Elite Dangerous role-playing book had arrived, and things got a lot better. And by the way, I've spotted the Elite Dangerous RPG, something book. You get any chance you live stream one of your live games. Funny you mentioned that. I do want to take a crack at least making a video on an RPG game. I don't know if I'll live stream it or not, because first of all, I haven't played it yet, so I don't really know the rules. But I plan to try and get a group together and either live stream or record either the Elite Dangerous RPG which I do think would be pretty cool, or use the Fate Core system and craft our own sort of world adventure, whatever, and use that. I like the idea of both of those options, but we'll see which one we actually wind up going with. I think there's some more at the end over there before I leave this chamber. I like the idea of the Fate Core system. That's kind of the one I'm leaning towards right now, simply because overall it's easier to understand. There are a lot fewer rules about like what happens in a particular situation. Is there another one pulsing right next to that one? Let's grab this and see what happens with that color. If it's still there, I'm going to try and crack it. Still there. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Ah! Well, nope, nothing happened. Okay, so that's just related to that same one, I guess. I don't know why it's still pulsing like that. The Fate Core system is a lot more focused on the story. Gives the characters a chance to build the story with the DM, who's kind of managing it all. And it uses one type of dice it's basically just a 6-sided die with one of 3 outcomes on the sides that sort of influences whether it's a positive or a negative success on the roll that you make. So it's very easy for somebody who's just popping in to take a look for them to understand, as opposed to games like taking it to the other extreme, Shadowrun or Pathfinder, which use just die rolls for everything, and they've got, you know, like your attack roll for Pathfinder is a d20 plus your strength modifier plus your attack bonus plus any magical enhancements plus this plus that, and you get bogged down in all these numbers and people just start to lose focus, because unless you're the one playing the game, it's not interesting to listen to. Okay. We've got all the color from here. We've got another one tapped, so we will leave, save, and start working our way towards the next area we want to do. Alright. Make a new save. Under 3. Yes. Now, there was one right here which had blue. Yeah, we're going there next. I'll be ready to attack if I have to. Oh, I also want to look at this. Yeah. What am I doing? Okay, just grab a bunch. We're going to fill another 50 heart with the green, because I still have 100 left, which will give me another 50 over here and still leave me with a full amount for a defense boost, which I really, really want. And we're going to use 25 of the amber, because I don't want to burn through all of it yet, but I definitely want to get some health. Yeah, that could be an annoying Pathfinder situation you described, yeah. And I've seen other players who've done stuff similar to that. And there are obviously very successful role-playing shows, like on Geek and Sundry's... There it is. I was waiting for the loud blarm. Geek and Sundry's big role-playing show, the name of which I'm already forgetting, definitely does a lot of live action. I think they live stream that, or they do just full uncut episodes or something, but they're like 2 hours long usually, I think, or an hour and a half or something like that. And while they do, sorry, I just want to make sure I don't have to, yeah, I'll have to kill something real fast. I'll just hit you with like 20. Good. They do a very good job, but they also do an extremely pared down version. They cut out all of that number crunching and adding and so on and so forth. Usually it's just like, I want to do this. And he's like, okay, roll the dice. And then they either succeed or they fail. They leave out all the math stuff behind it because they know it's just not something that people would really want to listen to. So, if I do it, it'll probably be a more simple thing. Elite Dangerous, maybe, because it doesn't seem too complicated. It only uses a D10. It doesn't use multiple different types of dice, and so it's pretty easy to understand the rolls. Combat is fairly simple. It's sort of a rock, paper, scissors when you're in space combat. mean, there's more to it. And I'd probably try and leave out most of the character development stuff at the end. And the other reason, too, that I think I would rather record as opposed to live stream is because you want to be able to, like, display stats on the ships and things like that during the game so that those make sense to people as well. Okay, let's see. So I got some blue, which is awesome. I don't have any in my color palette right now, so I'm going to just take all of it that I've got, and we're going to put it into hearts. Simply because I'm going to want to plant trees of azure if I really need it, so we're going to be ready for that. Doing okay on violet, so I'm going to leave the stuff that I've got for the... Well, I'd rather have more. I guess it's just a matter of whether or not I'm about to plant trees. If I am, then I probably ought to save some gold. I need to just use that. I need to immediately put into a heart and start processing right away. We'll process another 25 amber or so, just because I want to be able to get there faster. Let's condense the crimson that we've got into one heart. Let's see, 75 will put me up to 220 on crimson, which is pretty solid. Have you ever played BattleTech? Just wondering. No, I have not. I know about BattleTech. I've seen the books for BattleTech, but I've never picked it up because I don't really know anyone else in my personal circle that plays it, which is usually kind of a prerequisite for me picking up stuff like that. Tabletop RPGs, though, I'm kind of bad about, admittedly. I get a lot of those, even though people don't necessarily have them. So I've got... Man, what do I have? I have the Serenity Firefly RPG. I've got Fate Core System. Sorry, I'm making another save real fast so I know where I'm going to go next. We'll just save it over 3 again because we're doing fine.
Time is running out. Don't fall asleep.
Was there some up here? There was green up there. He's draining all the color out of that reservation, which is irritating, but what are you going to do? A little bit of green over there. I'm not going down there because it's just scary and bad. Okay, so I don't really think I've got a whole lot of options. I need to go up there next. And now he's draining all the color out of it. Was that being drained when I got in here? Load 3 again? Or was he just on his way to it?
Time is running out. Don't fall asleep.
On his way to it. Okay, so if I do this fast, I think I can get up there and maybe beat him to it. We'll have to see.
Time is running out. Don't fall asleep.
Alright, so use the crimson. I've already got azure on me, so my speed is as boosted as it's gonna get. Oh, this is gonna be close. Beat him. Firefly, yes. Yes, it is the one. It's basically Firefly. I don't really know why they termed it Serenity, to be honest. Okay, so this place, if I remember correctly, didn't really have a whole lot of plants. It had a bunch of little dudes like that running around in it. Alright, there's some plants, though, so we'll grab those first.
Witches will come to you soon.
I think maybe we need to plant some trees while we're here. It just seems like the obvious choice. Other ones that I've got, by the way, since I was on that topic, I've got Shadowrun, I've got Pathfinder, I've got my old D&D 3.5 books, I've got a couple of D&D 5th edition books, which is better than 4, at least in my opinion. I've got Mouse Guard, Fate Core, Dragon Age. I think that's most of them, but I like my RPGs, I guess is what I'm taking the very long roundabout way of saying. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm basically going to go in towards the middle of this tree and maybe try and put some bait down and draw all the little critters to me, and then hopefully I'll get something out of it. I mean, there's a lot of them around. It's just a matter of getting hold of them. It's either that or I take the color drop method. Well, there's okay, we're using this method. There's 3 of them right here. Let's use like 30 or 40. And then back up so they all go to it, and then start harvesting. Oh, look at that. That was beautiful. Definitely made up for what we spent using the glyph. Okay. Now, if I do want to put trees here, I kind of feel like I'm going to need to trap it. Well, there won't be any color until the following cycle, though. I've pretty much drained the garden, so Pit will basically just show up and then leave. Or at least he should. Okay, so what do I have on me that I might need to plant trees of? I'm using the gold right now. I've still got 50 crimson on me, plus another 47 that's there. Should be able to get more at the beginning of the next cycle. We're going to be getting plenty of emerald. On that topic, let's just pile on another 50 real quick. Oh boy, what do I want to use? I don't really have enough azure yet. I mean, I could make a small azure tree. If I find a little one, I could fill that to full and then use that. I also don't remember which colors I need to be using here. Complicated, complicated, complicated. Okay, boy. Oh wait, there's another plant over here that I totally missed, isn't there? Let's just go ahead and grab that real quick. Let's make sure I'm not missing any more of those, because that would be bad. And then I just need to decide what colors I need to plant. The other trick, though, is I need to remember what colors all the sisters have. I really, really wish that it displayed that down here somewhere. But it doesn't. I have to be looking at the actual map to see which colors they use. So I think I'll probably poke my head out, see what colors exist with the sister that's here, which is Ola, I believe, and then I will... Yeah, I don't see any more color in here. Then I'll pretty much poke my head back in and plant trees that are not associated to her color that I still feel like I definitely need to be planting. And we can collect them on the next cycle. Which sister are you interesting in? At the moment, I'm leaning towards Ola. I know she's the obvious choice, but she's just kind of the natural fit. She's the one who they sort of lead you to, but that's the one that I kind of like. Okay, if you want to search it up real fast, let me know what colors I can plant here. Or which colors I don't want to plant here, rather. That would be very helpful. Get as much green as I can. 50. Let's go ahead and just use another 25 or so of that. That'll be the 75 amber that I've processed so far, and it'll get me a lot of color back a lot faster. It's not without risks, but I'm willing to take those risks. Golden Violet. Oh, look at that. Both of you knew. I don't know if you both looked it up or if one of you just had it off the top of your head, but either way, thank you. Okay, let's see. Golden Violet are her colors, so I don't want to plant either of those. However, if I am going to be planting trees, I should put Violet at least in some hearts so that I've got as much efficiency out of that as I can get. It won't be full, but that's okay. What colors do I need? Azure would be ideal, but I don't really have enough to make a tree with Azure. Silver would not hurt. I'm running real low on silver. I'm doing all right on emerald. I mean, I could kind of use something of everything, honestly. Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to. I kind of need some of all colors, so maybe I just need to start planting a little bit of everything. I know you're not really supposed to plant a whole bunch of trees all at once, but I kind of feel like in this situation I need to, because I'm up against the clock and I need the colors more than I need anything else. Alright. So let's get started with I don't know. Sorry, I've got violet. I have emerald on me. I've got some amber. I've got some crimson, and I think I can get more of those coming from the mine. The mine definitely has some more emerald and some more crimson. Not necessarily a lot, but it's definitely got some coming. Hello, Anton. Good morning to you, or at least for me. Doing okay on the amber, so I think I'm gonna do... I want to lean away from violet and gold. Huh. Silver, I guess, is the obvious choice for that then. Let's plant some silver. What am I doing? I didn't just waste that, did I? No, we're okay. Doop. Got a little ahead of myself on that. Holy cow, these trees take a lot to fill. Glad I started with silver. Took a little over 100, man. Well, if I want to plant another emerald tree just to make sure I've got it, I guess this is the place to do it. Wow! Alright, well, let's do that. Let's make another emerald one. I know I've got a lot of emerald, but it's a color that I like, especially when I'm going to be fighting brothers because of the defense boost. Huh. So I guess not all trees are created equal. 2337 in Novosibirsk. I'm never going to be able to pronounce that correctly. And 1937 in St. Petersburg. Yup. Yes, these are the biggest trees. Okay, so... is there another one that I want to make a tree of while I'm here? I think I'm okay for now. I'm going to poke my head out and save the game and see if there's anywhere else I want to get to, or if I want to just kind of run out the clock till the next cycle right here, because it's going to have color. And there's not a whole lot else to go to. Perhaps Ellie's garden would be good to replenish the other colors. Also a good tip. So we'll walk outside, halt time as much as I can, make a new save real quick. Yanni, Una, Ira, Ellie. Worm Reservation. Twist Garden. Don't think I've even been there. Not a lot of time left. Alright, I'm gonna try and run out the clock until the next cycle. And then at the beginning of the next cycle, we'll have to run to Ellie, because I don't have time to get there in this one anyway.
Crimson. Emerald.
Well, if I didn't have a reason to go to it before, I sure as hell do now. Okay, let's get in here real fast. Try to prepare for the next battle. You have to fill your palette quick. Yep, that's what I'm working on doing. I've been trying to just focus on getting color and
Each void
translating it
receives
fast.
only a certain amount of color. Only as much as it was destined to receive. There won't be any more. It's not in my power. And we're running out of time. You must understand. I have no will of my own. If you waste color on trifles, you won't have enough to break through.
Okay. Alright, so let's grab a bunch of silver. $180, man. I'm not even sure I'll have enough to fill. Well, yeah, I will, because my silver was entirely empty. And another 108 in emerald. That one I might not have enough to fully accept. I think I will, but even if I don't, I'll just move it into hearts. Well, that's certainly 2 colors taken care of. Alright, so I'm down to 96 in the silver department, but we can go ahead and amp that up fast. There's another 50 there. Okay, that still leaves me with 105 left, which is good. It gives me 75 more. Can top off another 100 emerald. Okay, so far so good. Keep the remainder on me. Let's go ahead and... I'm torn between using extra crimson or saving a little bit of it to try and get some damage boosts. Let's see. Yeah, I'm about to use amber for quick processing. I'm just trying to decide exactly how much I need to use. If I use 25 with the way I've got here, I'm going to get 100 amber real quick, or emerald real quick. Plus another 25 silver, another 50 silver overall. Alright, I think 25 more amber should do the trick pretty much. I always forget how much these trees give. That amount is enough to drown one in luck, basically. I'd go for casino with that amount of silver in my, heart. Well said. Although, wasn't luck a different color? Was luck silver? I guess they don't really... Yeah, luck might be silver. I can't remember what the colors... They call them so many different things. They're frost, they're trust, they're... whatever the ethereal voice claims they are in terms of emotion and feeling. Okay. Save different saves, because it will be random what brother you will attack you. Pit is the hardest, Mantid's hard too, so try to avoid them. Yeah, I will be... I've been making new saves each time I go anywhere. I'm holding on to the 3rd save slot, and I just made a new save in 4, which I'll probably... Actually, I'll probably move on to save 5. I kind of cycle through them a little bit, but that's okay. Maybe I'll make a new one. Okay, so we're going to go out. Halt the clock. Make a new save. Alright, now, I should make my way to the wall next, and then from the wall, if I can get there, we'll go to the twist. Gotta move quick. Okay, I've got a lot of emerald incoming, so I'm gonna use the emerald to do it. Let's see, well, Manton won't attack since he does not hate him. Yeah, I think I'm still at the point where I'm supposed to expect a second brother to come and attack me, but it's one of the ones who really doesn't like me. I don't know who that means yet, but it's one of them. Oh, damn it, I hate when it does that. Okay, come on. Go down there, thank you. Please don't attack me until after I get there to collect these colors. Yes! Sweet, okay. Pit, Ironclad, and Whaler are the ones to watch out for. Ironclad, I think that's the one that I remember. I think he's the guy with the drill. Last time I fought Ironclad for sure. And he just tore me to pieces. That didn't go well. Who else did I fight? I know I fought with Warden. That one I won. I think there was a third one, but I don't remember who it was against. Okay, down we go. Once again, just checking the wall real fast to see if there's anything over here. I don't really think there is. We've got to go all the way to the end and grab the violet that's down there. Pit is Drillman, Ironclad is the tank. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm getting them backwards. And then, of course, Whaler, who has had it out for me since day one. Sad day. I'm glad I made that silver tree, as I now realize that all of the silver ones that I've been gathering for the last 2 or 3 cycles over there are now gone. Let's see. Whaler's the easiest. Ironclad's not very hard, but has a lot of health, so to beat him, you'll need a lot of color. Okay, that's fair. Just trying to figure out what the best way down is going to be. Probably over here. I kind of hate moving down in this place because I always inevitably miss my jump and I land and glance off the side or something. Let's see. I agree that Whaler's easy, but there are a few things to watch out for. Well, there's always a few things to watch out for with pretty much any brother, I would think. But I will happily listen to any advice that you, all of you, are willing to offer. Seriously, without you guys helping me out, there's absolutely no way I'd have made it through this game on my own. If I had just picked this up on a Steam sale or something and been like, I want to try this out, I probably would have gone through the first attempt at this game, and then I would have lost patience with it. Oh, yay, 4 emerald. Well, that's alright. Still got me some colors. Got me more violet, which I can use to plant trees, but I think I want to fill the heart. So that's another... Take almost all of what I've got left to do that. We should have a pre-brother pep talk when preparing for battle. That sounds like an excellent idea. That way we'll know who it is and we have some idea how we're going to do it. Alright, I'm going to try and top off a little more violet because I'm a little bit low on the other colors, so I don't really know how much I'm going to have to get through whoever's next. Okay. I think on that note, well, I'm gonna save that still. I like the idea of having a damage boost. Okay, so let's go. Well, I guess we're gonna go out anyway, which is totally fine. The one, we're gonna make a new save. This will be number 6. And then, because I've still got a decent amount of emerald and I could use more, well, maybe we'll use a little bit of violet. We're going up to twist, right? Yes. Okay. So from here, twist is going to be... Wait, what's over here? Maybe we should try and hit Bastion. No, we're going to hit twist first, because Bastion... That particular mine, usually I think I've always had to crack them open. I don't just find color lying around in that one. And I'm trying to save as much color as I can between these, so I want to harvest the color from here, maybe plant a tree or two, then go to Bastion, and we'll see what we can get. So we're going to stick to that plan for now. We have a save, so if it doesn't go the way we want it to, we can come back. Uh-oh.
Just who do you think you are, young one? Without knowing the sacrament of creating, you're taking on a dangerous and suicidal burden. You're committing a foolish and irreversible sin. You corrupt the world with your misguided exertions. You think you can create, that you're a creator. What are you creating, madman? Lympha is pure and untainted, while Nerva is foul and disgusting. Our holy gift is turned into smoldering filth by your ego, insolence, and foolishness. Prepare for your deserved execution, and I will not be merciful. It is time you learn the price of your creativity.
Well, I guess we better make do with what we got, huh? Alright, so we're going up against Ironclad. Here's hoping we've got enough color to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna... I mean, there's not really a whole lot of point in leaving Violet, because Violet doesn't do anything in this scenario, and I can't process color during the fight. Silver, there's no reason not to, I guess, because the more of this we're using, the more we could damage the realm. So we'll just top off with silver. I've got the space for it, so I may as well. Listen for tactic. Yep, don't worry, I'm watching the chat. I'm just kind of setting up what I want for this. We're going to want as much crimson as I can get, which isn't as much as I wish I had, but at least it's some amount for damage. And we're going to top off a full 100% with emerald for defense. Ironclad bombards the ground around him. That sounds like keep your distance to me. Every so often he will fire straight at you, so use shell when he does that. Definitely good to know. Man, I wish I had some more Azure. Try to keep in his melee zone, but behind him, because he's shooting in middle range and far range. So stay close. Okay. It's not what I would have assumed, but that's good to know. That's the point of the pre-brother pep talk. Also, he has melee, but only in front, so the idea is to just try and keep behind him as much as possible. So stay in close and stay behind. Okay. When his wheels break off, he will scatter his cannons around the arena, so use magnet to attract them to a corner of the arena. Okay. Anything else, or are we ready to go here? Agreed about Magnet, but you can just lure him far away from his cannons. Okay. Well, maybe that's the point of Magnet. Use Magnet to draw their fire and then pull him back. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that as well. The attack glyphs. If I need to stay behind him, that's not going to make Ritual very useful. What did I use? I used Hawk a lot against... No, not Hawk. I used Wasp, I think, a lot against Warden. Just Wasp him with proper colors. There you go. Or maybe I was using Hawk. I don't know. Okay. Alright, I'm going to get started. I'm going to pull up the journal right after we go into here just to make sure I remember which glyphs are which. Okay. So, look at the glyphs. Sleeper, Torch, Haste, Web. Okay, so Shell I know, that's just the circle. Hysteric, Tumbleweed. I don't remember that one. Extract, Ritual, Hawk. Alright, so that's Wasp. And with Wasp...
This glyph creates an annoying golem out of dust and dead roots. After creation, the Wasp golem follows its creator until it's chased away with a drop of color. Annoyed at its rejection, the golem leaves its master and seeks out an enemy to harm. Upon colliding with the target, the Wasp golem explodes and dies, scalding the victim with released color. The more color the golem is charged with, the farther it sees, and the greater the damage it does on collision.
Okay. Well, let's give it a shot. There's every chance he's going to kill me, so let's see. He does move fast, so be careful not to miss him with Wasp. Alright, here's hoping we don't die a horrible death, but frankly I'm expecting that we will. Oh, geez, with 2 color wheels even?
Crimson, furious, color of avengers and prophets, banner of the righteous, essence of blood, grant power to thy warrior messenger. Me, thy faithful
Get in close,
warrior
but stay behind him.
Recall, sharpen my blade, my strike with thy destructive might.
I need silver for this.
Blood and nerve from my foe's sinews. Yield. Guide the edge of my sword. My target. Slay.
Try and keep behind him. Fortunately, I seem to be doing alright here. That's Amber, I think. It's gonna change quick, so I gotta move fast though. Oh god, what's he doing? Oh, he's backing up into me. Which doesn't actually seem to be damaging me, so yay us.
Chameleon of colors,
silver.
Mysterious tale, lair of the arcane. Come to my goal, aid in my vengeance.
Yeah, I hope I have enough color too.
Battling a hideous, wicked, unfamiliar foe.
Violet.
Help me. By lies and deceit, the one who challenges my righteousness shall die.
Okay, it's another silver one coming up.
Me in hope of exposing my weakness. Be blind. His color shall fail. His hammer shall fall.
Okay, 32 is the maximum. That's good to know.
Quiver.
Alright, I don't really have any Azir, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Hey, by all means, if you want to keep backing up into me, that's fine. I don't seem to take any damage from that, except you turn around. That's not good.
Bringer of death, searing whip,
okay, we're doing alright. Need silver for main heart. Okay, well, I'll try and do that now.
To the one approaching
I'm going to try and just stall his ring out to a different color then.
Death to me, praying to thee, answer.
Alright, we got a violet one coming up, so let's try and use that real quick.
Into the vortex of suffering.
32.
While you torture,
go get him.
Be slow. When he cries out to thee, his voice begging mercy, be silent.
Alright, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna gonna stall for the... I guess that's... I don't know, he's kind of making it hard now.
Furious, color of
I'm trying to
Avengers and
maximize...
banner of the righteous, essence of blood. Grant power to thy warrior messenger.
Sorry, I'm reading comments, but I'm gonna try and focus on this.
Warrior messenger, recall.
Okay, we got Crimson coming up. That's one I can use.
Strike with thy destructive might. Provide
32 Crimson.
and love.
Alright, broke his first one off. First wheel's down.
Guide the edge of my sword, my target. Slay.
Stay around behind him. He might try and turn around on me, but that's okay. Okay, his wheels, I think, are about to fall off. Whoa. Yep, okay. Oh, shit. I just remembered I forgot what magnet is. Uh-oh. I forgot to check magnet. Magnet was that one. It's the G-looking glyph. Okay. Yeah. There it is. When you beat his first circle, he starts to throw cannons, so run away in a hurry. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Hold on. The wrong key.
Canopy, invulnerable shield,
Oh, God.
arbiter of
Magnet.
scales,
Be active.
bestow thy power to this venerable
Holy
warrior.
crap.
To me, who raised a vengeful hammer, listen. Fiendish plot of the heretic who dares resist.
Oh, my God.
Twist. His treacherous soul chaotic and insane. Banish.
Emerald. And then another magnet, I think, maybe, to keep them off of me. Did I just die? I think I just died. Yep, okay, so that was a rough one. We're going to go ahead and reload the save for that. We were doing so good. Okay, let's see. Leave silver for the main heart, which we're doing. Tactic should be named Pain in the Ass. Well, yeah, it really kind of was. So disturbing how his head peeks out of his belly furnace. Agreed. How's he throwing off his other cannons? No idea. Oh, geez, you're right, I am. Thank you. Load. Nice catch. Okay, there is some more that I missed in here. Since I've got the time, I'm going to check this. Hello, Dark Ghana. I must be honest, I do not recognize your username. Are you new to the stream? If you are, then welcome, welcome. And if you're not, then I'm sorry I forgot your name. I'm bad at remembering names. Let's see here. Alright, let's go find somewhere I can view this wall a little more easily, because if there is crimson and stuff there, then we'll give it a shot. I swear that it was crimson and silver that was here, and I haven't started harvesting, so usually throws off his second set of cannons after his second wheel breaks. Oh, Demonios, okay. Just updated my old-ass YouTube profile. Well, there you go. So it is somebody I know. I would have recognized that name. Well, now I know who you are. Everything is better. Welcome back. We're pretty much at the point where we have to start killing another brother, and it's difficult because I'm not as full on colors as I wish I was. I do feel like, though, I'm pretty sure we could have taken Ironclad if we'd been a little more careful about, like, if I'd realized what was happening when he broke his first set of wheels off, then I would have, I mean, you warned me. When his wheels break, the cannons start flying off, but I didn't realize his wheels were breaking, and I was so close that I didn't see the cannons flying off. So I kind of got myself into trouble there, but I feel like if we'd gotten away... Oh, wait, is it right there? Maybe? No. I feel like if I'd gotten away a little faster or used Magnet like I was supposed to, I probably could have actually taken Ironclad down, so I feel better about that. Alright, let's come back here and take a look at this wall. We're looking for anything pulsing red. Had to be red. Red is one of those colors I have a really hard time seeing. Ironclad seems like the sore loser type. Oh, man. Alright, let's move over and take a look from another point of view, maybe down there, and see if I can see it. If any of you are noticing it, by the way, by all means, please let me know where you're seeing it, because this mine gives me trouble when I'm trying to locate new veins. Because color blindness is a real bitch in games like this. Especially the red ones, because they're kind of a dull color, so if the textures that they're using on the wall aren't distinct enough from the color that I'm looking for, it becomes very, very hard for me to see it. Unless I'm practically looking right at it, which is why I take so much time looking at these walls when some people can probably tell at a glance. So you know the main heart of Ironclad is silver, so grow as much silver now as you could. Well, I've actually got a lot of silver already. I'm going to be getting 75 more. We planted that big old tree. So we've got silver. I feel comfortable with that. Let's head down to the next level. Maybe I can see it from down here. We just gotta be careful not to walk through the portal. Where in the hell is that crimson? Because I don't want to leave it. Crimson's a color I need. That is a useful freaking color. And yes, you do have a point. I should put silver in more hearts. I did the same thing with emerald when I was harvesting that, so I can just repeat the same process with the silver. I just don't see any crimson. I can't spot the vein too, by the way. Well, at least it's not me then. I haven't seen it anywhere. And there's supposed to be two of them too. One of them was silver, and that one's supposed to be easy for me to find. I don't know if it's just like located way off the side in the distance on one of those long, really far walls or what the deal is, but I can't find it. Might just have to leave that one and move on. Still, we'll go check the other side real quick just in case I missed it. Yeah, I know it can be in the far walls over there. The first two veins of silver that I found in this place were. It's just really hard to see. Yeah, I don't see him. Okay, let's rebalance our colors a little bit and do what we need to do to give ourselves... That's not the right button. Okay. Alright, we'll top off with a little more amber. We'll split these up into a couple hearts, so we'll process all the silver. Because I think that's what I really need. Those will work, those will work. I'm going to save the other... Well, we can add a little more emerald to some of these. Okay. I suppose I could even use another 25. I'm going to stick with what I got for now. We're going to use this setup. We'll save immediately upon leaving. We can overwrite 6 again, just so we're prepared, and then we'll get ready for the fight with Ironclad. And we'll start immediately moving toward, well, that's assuming we actually fight Ironclad again. It might be somebody else this time. Since if it's like the last one was, it'll randomly pick between the 3. Okay, let's head in here. Save. 6 is fine. This is the one we're overriding for the brother save. Okay, now... I'm actually going to wait here and see if the brother will just attack me so that I don't have to use color in order to be partway through a move I'm not going to be able to complete. Just have as much color as possible. Looks like it's going to be Ironclad again.
So you.
Oh no, it's not. Never mind.
Yet surely you must remember what we told you. A violation of a taboo is punished by execution. Did you remember that?
Oh, it is Pit. Yeah, this is Pit.
You did. Meaning, even ignorance cannot serve as an excuse for your actions. Neither can lack of attention. Inattentiveness is the result of negligence, and negligence is unforgivable. Prepare for your execution, young one, and you better stand still. It'll only be worse if I have to chase after you.
Okay, so catching up here. 100 of Crimson, Emerald, and Azure and Hearts will be enough for stats, which would be great, but I don't have enough time to grow those. I've got the Emerald for sure, but I don't have the... I have no Azure, and I've only got 47 Crimson, so we'll just use what we got of that and make do with it. Top off that little bit there. 25 in each of these. Not sure if the question could come up somewhat blunt. No, not blunt at all. The color blindness glasses, they do exist, but I believe they're kind of for... I don't really know that they're widespread in use yet. It's... Because color blindness can vary so much, I think they kind of need to find a way to diagnose it before it's really an effective method. I think right now it only works in the most extreme cases. But I have to talk to my optometrist next time I'm there and see. I don't really know. And the other thing, too, is they're usually a pair of glasses that... I don't know what they're constructed out of. I don't know what filters they have on them or how they're made, but I don't know if they're even... I don't know if they're commercially made for people with an actual prescription as well. So, I mean, I guess there's no reason they couldn't if they know how to filter it, but if it can be done with glass or plastic or what it has to be done. So I don't know. But I do intend to ask next time I'm in for an eye exam. We've got 100% on those. We've got the Crimson that we can afford, and we don't have any more Azure, so we're good on the rest of that. Those can just stay. That's all fine. Alright, so what is our tactic for this? I know that I did part of this last one, but it didn't go well. With this amount of color, you couldn't beat Pit. I suggest to reload. Well, I'm going to try it anyway. I mean, I know I probably won't, but I want to give it a shot anyway, at least as a learning experience. Plant a repulse glyph next to you whenever Pit comes out of the ground. Reload or Pit tactic. We're going to try the Pit tactic. I at least want to know how to do it, because I'm going to have to know sooner or later. I mean, I could just keep reloading until I get Ironclad again, but I want to try this first. I mean, this guy wrecked me last time. It did not go well. Which means with my luck, he's got the breakthrough heart that I need. Stay close to the repulse glyph, put yourself between the glyph and pit, and then just wasp. Okay, so that's pretty much just it. When pit appears, make repulse in mid-range, 20 color for pulse. Then stay near pulse, between pulse and pit. Shoot with the proper color with wasp. Okay. Sounds simple and straightforward. Yeah. Thank you for the Elan song. When he digs, use a bit of shell. Okay. Also good to know. Alright, so repulse is the opposite of magnet. You draw a G for magnet, you do a backwards G for repulse. Wasp we know. And repulse we know. So I think that's all of the ones that I need. Okay. Good luck to me.
Violet. Vibrant. Chameleon of colors. Mysterious tale. Lair of the arcane. Come to my call. Aid in my vengeance. Battling a hideous,
repulse?
wicked, unfamiliar
Whoop,
foe.
I didn't use enough.
Help me.
It's okay, though.
By lies and deceit, the one who
Violet.
challenges my righteousness shall die.
Wasp.
The one who watched me in
I
hope of
missed.
exposing my
I
weakness
didn't go close enough.
be blind. His color shall fail.
Well, like I said,
His
this is why it's
hammer
practice.
shall fall.
I should have
His
gotten closer when I
voice
put down the repulse. There we go. How long does that last for anyway? Not long enough. Okay, that's okay. We're fine. When he digs, use a little bit of shell. That was a very, very little use of shell. I should have used a little more. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Approaching storm.
Shell.
Bringer of death. Searing whip. Executioner's blade. Open to the heart
Come on.
of thy lowly servant. To the one approaching his
Repulse.
storm, cutting his axe, rising his death.
Use
to
enough
me,
again.
praying
Stand
to
between the
thee,
two.
Answer.
Crimson Wasp.
My foe to the depths of pain, to the vortex of suffering. Throw.
Do it
While you
again.
torture him, tear him from within. Be slow. Cries out to thee.
And again.
His voice begging mercy. Be silent.
And now he's ducking down. Okay. Where'd he go? There he is.
Crimson, furious, color of avengers
Ah,
and
fuck.
prophets, banner of the righteous,
Repulse for
essence
20.
of blood. Grant power to thy warrior messenger.
Get in here. All right,
Me,
I'm gonna immediately
thy
switch over to
faithful
Crimson because that's what's
warrior
gonna come up
messenger,
next.
Recall. Sharpen my blade.
Oh, but I need to be saving
My
Crimson
strike
for his last heart.
with
Damn
thy
it.
destructive might provide. Blood and
All right,
nerve
switch to the
to
Azure
my
that's coming
foe's
up.
sinews yield. Guide the edge of my sword. My target, slay.
Smack. And then he's got Silver coming up, so we'll hit him with that one next. Oh no. Yes! Hit him with it just before he ducked in. Ow. Ow! Yep, that's what the shell was for that I didn't use in time. Okay. Where? Right there.
Formidable Azure, approaching storm, bringer of death, searing whip, executioner's blade, open to the heart of thy lowly servant.
Give me the violet.
To the one approaching his storm, cutting his axe, rising his death. To me, praying to thee, answer.
And again.
My foe to the depths of pain, to the vortex
And again.
of suffering, throw. While you torture him, tear him from within.
And again.
Be slow. When he cries out to thee, his voice begging mercy. Be silent.
And I guess I just need to start using other colors because I'm about out of the other ones now.
Emerald, heavy and viscous as tar, enveloping canopy, invulnerable shield, arbiter of scales, bestow thy power to this venerable warrior.
All right, who's
to
next?
me, who raised a
Or where
vengeful
next,
hammer.
rather. Okay, right
Listen.
here.
Fiendish
Throw up the
plot of
repulse
heretic
for
who
20.
dares resist. Twist his treacherous soul.
Get in here.
Chaotic and insane.
Let's use the
Banish.
silver. Because I don't really have enough of anything else, so we'll just use this.
Violet. Vibrant. Chameleon of colors. Mysterious tale. Lair of the arcane. Come to my call. Aid in my vengeance. Battling a hideous, wicked, unfamiliar foe. Help me. By lies and deceit, the one who challenges my righteousness shall die. The one who watched me in hope of exposing my weakness be blind. His color shall fail, his hammer shall fall, his voice shall quiver.
Well, we got him close. Even if we don't win this, we're doing well. Whoa, hi.
Emerald, heavy and viscous as tar, enveloping canopy, invulnerable shield, arbiter of scales, bestow thy power to this venerable
Now that I've
warrior.
burned all my crimson,
To
we'll
me,
just use a little
who
bit of it,
raised a
and then just start
vengeful
tossing
hammer.
everything else
Listen.
I've got at him.
Fiendish plot of the heretic who dares resist. Twist his treacherous soul, chaotic and insane. Banish! Amber, rapture of wilderness, chaos of maelstroms, bone-breaking laughter, rider of the vortex's edge, open to the heart of thy lowly servant. To the righteous will of the seeker of thine guidance, heed. Meet blood with blood, taboo breaker. Bind. Crushing flesh, twisting mind, constrict. Feed your thirst.
Yep, we're a tiny bit
Bury
short
him
on color.
under heel. Kill.
We did good, but we're not gonna make it.
Violet.
I'm just gonna throw at him because
Vibrant.
I need to use whatever I've got
Chameleon
left,
colors,
and it's not gonna make a whole lot of
mysterious
difference
tale.
at this point.
Lair of the arcane. Come to my call. Aid in my vengeance. Battling a hideous, wicked, unfamiliar foe. Help me. By lies and deceit, the one who challenges my righteousness shall die. The one who watched me in hope of exposing my weakness be blind.
Yeah, just finish me off. It doesn't make a difference
His
at this
hammer shall
point.
fall, his voice shall quiver.
All right, we're gonna just reload at this point because we can't finish him. We were almost there, but now I know how to do it. So the next time I have to deal with him, I feel like he won't be so bad. Yeah, reload on 6. That's fine. We saved when we exited, so frankly, I don't need to do anything. I've already got all the color where I want it to be. And I guess I could try and split this up a little more so I'm processing a bit more silver, and I'll have a little bit more of that color by the time we're coming around to the fight. And maybe even a little more amber as well. Alright, let's just do that and see where we get. But I'm just going to let the clock run down so that I have as much as possible. You again, huh?
So you've broken a commandment.
Well, that doesn't work, so reload. We know we can't beat him, so we have to just try again. Alright, also a bit, let's see. Also a bit tip, always hold control to slow time in battle, this will help. Yep, you basically have the strategy down. Just add more amber to speed up metabolism. Yep, I was in the process of doing that in the last one we were doing. Alright. No, I should have just used more silver, too. I could have had a little more of that going, huh? Alright, throw in another thing of amber here. We'll just try and burn through a bit more. So we'll have as much color as possible before we get going on this. Save that one. Toss a little more violet. Well, I don't know. Maybe we can do it. We weren't that short on color. If we add enough amber and just give ourselves as much of an advantage as we can, maybe we can actually take him out. Just keep the crimson on hand. We'll fill up everything else just so that we've got as much as we can. We'll kind of try and spread it out. so that we can process it all as fast as possible. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Just a matter of processing more than enough Nerva for a battle, but not so much that you have too little Lympha. Well, yeah. That's always the trick. Still. Compared to the first time I fought Ironclad, I didn't take that many hits. If you keep the pattern up, you don't really need to worry too much. I'm gonna give this a shot. We'll let the clock run down and we'll see what happens. If we fight him again, I'm gonna go for it. Alright, this one's... Who is this one? Whaler? Can't be Warden.
So, you dare to challenge us, villain?
I killed you.
You're not reckless, young one. You knew what you were doing. Do you really think you're stronger than me? Did you team up with Crimson in the hope that you'd defeat me with 3 blows? Did you earn Silver's favor and think that you'd be so lucky? No, young one. Fortune always turns its back. You disgust me. What blindness afflicted Patriarch and Montgolfier that they thought so highly of you. I see your game, and I think I know who you really are. I thus invite you to my chamber. Here I will rend you limb from limb.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there, but... I mean, it definitely... I killed him. I know I did, and I got the heart for killing him, and I still have that heart. So... it counted, near as I can tell. Alright, let's, pull out what we don't need and put that away, so we've got Lympha to withstand hits. But, I mean, we know we can kill him, and Hawk works great for that, so I may as well just fight him with what I got. Oh, wait. And then that'll allow me to get the extra color, and who knows, maybe he'll give me another heart. If he counts for the second one, then great. Come on, there we go. Got our defense. Let's conserve the remaining amber. I can leave the silver. Violet. Okay, and then the crimson I need. Well, let's do that. Okay. Alright, well, let's take a look here. Return. We're going to check our glyphs. That's not the one. Yeah, see, I still have this, and I didn't have, like, the last time I fought him, I only had 3x6. I only had 18 of them, so I got this one from him. So I know I've fought him before. I don't know why I'm fighting him again, because I definitely killed him. I don't know. Maybe that was the trick. I grabbed the heart, but I left the room immediately, and it didn't count as him dying, even though it... I don't know. I know I can kill him. Let's just do it again. We'll get more color back from him this time anyway, and maybe we'll be in a better place. So let's give it a shot.
Storm, bringer of death.
Although I need to remember what the hell Hawk is. Hawk was the triangle. That's right. Okay.
Searing whip,
looks like we're going
executioner's blade,
Crimson on this
open
one.
to the heart of thy lowly servant, to the one approaching as storm, cutting as axe,
Go get him.
rousing as death, to me praying to thee, answer. my foe to the depths of pain,
Do it again.
into the vortex of suffering. Throw
Smack.
while you torture, tear him from within.
Okay, Amber.
Be slow. When he cries out to thee, his voice begging mercy.
Shoot.
Be
Get him. Come on, get off the freaking... There, Jesus.
Cold-blooded Argent, unbendable backbone, treasury of the Forsaken Kingdom, patron of the Takers, strengthen
Get him.
thy servant. The one who listens to thee, searches for thee, and is blindly obedient, shall be answered. The skin of the keeper, his tendons, ligaments, and muscles, shall be hardened. His heart, open to lymph of all colors, shall be warmed. Wastrel of all colors who dared to give, shall be tortured.
Amber.
Emerald, heavy and viscous as tar, enveloping canopy, invulnerable shield, arbiter of scales, bestow thy power to this venerable
Oh, I need to be saving the
warrior.
Amber, though. Damn it, I keep doing that.
Me, who
I always forget to
raised
look
a
at their middle
vengeful
heart.
Hammer, listen, fiendish plot of the heretic who dares resist, twist. His treacherous soul, chaotic and insane, banish.
Still, I didn't like this guy to begin with, so fighting him again is kind of fun. Ha! You missed!
Violet, vibrant, chameleon of colors, mysterious tale, lair of the arcane. Come to my call, aid in my vengeance. Battling a hideous, wicked, unfamiliar foe. Help me. By lies and deceit, the one who challenges my righteousness shall die. The one who watched me in hope of exposing my weakness. Be blind. His color shall fail. His hammer shall fall. His voice
Okay.
shall quiver.
Now we're down to the Amber, although we're not going to last long with that, but that's okay. 32. Poke him. Should switch to a different color when I'm doing that.
Heavy and viscous.
Come on, get him.
power, enveloping canopy.
Get him.
Vulnerable shield, arbiter of scales.
Thank you.
Bestow thy power to this venerable warrior. To me, who raised a vengeful hammer, listen. Fiendish plot of the heretic who dares resist. Twist. His treacherous soul, chaotic
Woohoo.
and insane. Vanish.
That was close. Smack.
Cold-blooded Argent, unbendable backbone, treasury of the Forsaken Kingdom, patron of the Takers, strengthen thy servant.
Come on, I just about
One
got
who
you.
listens to thee, searches for thee, and is blindly obedient, shall be answered. The skin of the keeper,
One
his
more.
tendons, ligaments, and muscles shall be hardened. His heart open
Ah,
to lymph.
son of a... Oh, good. Okay, now back up this time and don't fall in the portal.
So slumber is peace for them. You bring life with you, and they hate you for that. And they're absolutely right. When a spirit appears, change is coming. Everything,
Ah.
the meaning of life, will be destroyed.
Okay, so we got him again, and this time we got some color back, I think. Yeah, because we were pretty much empty, weren't we? Yeah, I got a little bit of gold. Not a lot of color, but we got color back. Oof. Alright, now I thought there was a portal somewhere, but it doesn't seem to have opened. But there's another heart. So we'll go get the heart. Because why not? Now stay dead this time, you douche.
Owl. This glyph creates a flying golem by reviving dead roots. After coming to life, the golem immediately ascends in search of a living being. When it finds one, it rushes toward its prey and collides, scalding its victim with an explosion of color. The more color the golem is charged with, the farther it sees and the greater the damage it does on collision. However, if too much color is used, the golem will be unable to absorb the surplus and simply explode.
Okay, well, we finally got Owl. Look at that. I can see why that one would be really nice to have, since it just seeks him out. Oof. Oh, and there's the portal. So yeah, somehow I must have... Because I think what happened is I saw the heart at the end of when I killed him, and I ran in and I grabbed it as fast as I could, and I must have been standing on the portal when it happened. So somehow, I grabbed the heart, warped through the portal, and he didn't have time to give me the whole spiel about sleep is whatever for them, brother is dead, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't get any of the colors, so I got the heart, but it didn't trigger his death, and he didn't, I guess, count as being dead. Hopefully he'll stay dead this time. Okay. New save. Again. We'll make a new save, just in case something really wonky's going on with that. Okay, so I've got a decent amount of color on me. I'm going to use those colors to get to the next area. At least in terms... wow, okay. What a jerk. Warden was guarding the glyph he feared the most. Indeed. Might be because of it. Or might be the cause of it. At least in terms of 1v1 battle, the breakthrough glyph is the one glyph all brothers fear the most. You should get a double kill achievement. I totally should, for having killed him twice. Okay, well, I need to start refilling on some colors here. Alright, so I wanted to go to the Twist Garden next. So let's do that. I'm going to use Emerald to do it, because that's color that I'm going to be getting a whole bunch of in a minute here. Increase speed a little bit, but not a lot. See, I'm watching the color bar in the bottom right there.
You're almost depleted. You're dying.
I'm going to conserve some of these. Now that I've got a bunch, I'm going to move them into the big one. Pull out a little more and just slot all that together there. Ah, come on. Into that one. There we go. Okay, the remainder I'll just deal with. I think we'll be okay to at least get to Twist.
All this isn't for you.
Okay, there we go. Whoa. Yeah, I don't think I ever walked into this one. It looks nice, though. I see a firefly. We'll start by grabbing the plants. The, you know, loose ones wandering around here. That'll make me feel better.
No regret.
Oh. Alright, well, in theory, that's... I mean, I fought the same brother twice, but he did die. So, at this point, I shouldn't have to worry about getting attacked again, I don't think. I mean, obviously we'll want to be prepared in case I'm completely wrong, but...
No regrets.
At least for the first few cycles that we were warned they were going to come and execute me, they've been dealt with. Even though they were the same one. Weird. Fighting Warden again was a blessing in disguise. Yeah, it kind of was. knowing how to kill him and getting a little extra color and another heart out of it was really nice. Plus, I did way better against him the second time. Last time I got caught in his little cage trap numerous times. I really like that structure. This is one of the cool gardens. Okay, I only see one of you, but we'll go ahead and get a little quick drop of color out of you. There we go. I was really annoyed he was about to walk past that. Alright, another 19 crimson. That feels good to get. Let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, so we got a bunch more crimson, which is awesome. Kind of feel like I need to top up on some of that. Wow, okay, hold on. By the way, what do you think about various game suggestions in the witness comments and the big pathologic analysis vid and the new pathologic map sneak peek? Well, first of all, I haven't really had a chance to look at most of those game suggestions. I will be doing more on the witness because, wow, you guys seem to like it. I was kind of surprised by the reception that one got, so I will definitely do more episodes on it. Sorry, I'll come back to this in a minute. But I haven't had a chance to examine the various actual titles. I need to look at them. I was at work when most of those came in, and then I got home and was tired and didn't really think about it. And I don't know what big analysis vid and map sneak peek you're referring to. I usually try not to look too closely at new game releases, because while I'm definitely curious and interested in them, I try to have as little knowledge about the game as possible going into it, which is twice as hard given that I've already played through Pathologic Classic twice. But I definitely want to, I'll probably take a look at it now that I know there's something out there. I just kind of keep my ear to the ground on a release date, and I don't worry too much about the rest of it. Okay, so this is Ellie's garden. If somebody could please remind me what colors Ellie uses, I would like to know so that I know which colors to avoid planting. Because I definitely want to make some trees here. And I've got a bunch of violet that I can use. Not full amount, but enough to at least get started. Crimson and silver, thank you. Okay, so we will at least load up on some silver to ease up on damage to the realm. But I won't plant any. I've already got an emerald tree back in the other one. Kind of wishing I had processed some azure before I came here. I might have to just step out and do that real quick. Just space it all out across a bunch of them there. Probably wouldn't hurt to plant some crimson either, because I'm running low on that. So we'll sort of spread that out amongst a few different hearts as well, and just process a bunch. Oh, although if we're going to do that, let's not process the violet that I've already got, because I'm going to want some... Well, I'm going to need to plant some violet too. Alright, let's save a little bit of violet to at least make it easier, and we'll process some of the remaining amount. Trees are small, about the size of the ones at the fog garden. Okay, well, I still need a little more color to plant them anyway. Gold I could probably plant now, so let's do that real quick. Alright, let's start with the gold one. Yep, about 30 on that one. Okay. Do I have... I've got 30 Azure, so I could probably plant an Azure tree. Maybe I don't need to do all that. Although this is one of the 40 ones, then I might be in trouble. Okay. Well, alright. Let's give this a shot anyway. We'll use a little bit of gold to wake it up so I can conserve as much as possible, but then we'll plant an Azure tree and see if we've got enough. We do. Good. Alright, so that's gold, that's Azure, and we'll do a Crimson one real fast, and then I'm probably good for the moment. Because there's that other, I think there's the Bastion mine is below me, and I can probably try and get a little more out of that. We get up with that, and then switch to Crimson. Okay. No, it's not. It's not gone in vain. By the way, Braskus, and you guys too, have you played Populous 3, The Beginning? It's an old game released in '97. I have not, no. That's not one I'm familiar with. One thing for me, actually, is that I didn't start PC gaming for a long time. Growing up, I really only had access to consoles. I didn't have money to afford a really decent computer, and my parents never really got anything decent. In fact, we were still using really, really old computers for a long time. We didn't get rid of our Windows 98 machine until after XP released, and I couldn't get them to upgrade off of XP until well into Windows 7, I think, maybe even Windows 10. So I didn't actually start gaming on a PC of any kind until I was in my 20s, when I went through my actual classes to get PCI certifications and whatnot, and that's when I built my first computer that could actually do any kind of real gaming. Alright, we'll start overwriting from 1, and now we need to go down here to the Bastion mine. Use the emerald to get down there. Oh, did I just... Yeah, some of my violets being used. Oh, I thought I might plant a violet tree, didn't I? Well, alright. We'll just make do with what we've got for the moment, I think. Let's see. It's a really, really great game, and was thinking to recommend it too. I played it a long time ago. I don't remember very much about it. Fair enough. I think the next game that I'm really excited to get my hands on and play for the channel, which comes out in December. Some of you probably already know, maybe not. They are re-releasing Okami again on new-gen consoles, and it's finally getting a PC release. And that one is absolutely up there in like my top 3 probably favorite games of all time. And I'm looking forward to playing that one again. I own it on like 4 different consoles at this point. I think we had 2 PS2 copies, because when my wife and I got married, we each had one. Alright, there's one over there. And then I've got it on the Wii still, and I've got it on PS3 as a download. Fantastic game. Absolutely love the crap out of it. Alright, so there's one over there. I'm still looking for the others. There's got to be a few different veins running around in here. Freaking asshole bats, man. Oh, and a hopper. Great. Okay, well, let's go around the other side. There's no reason to fight with them if I don't have to, and I'm already low enough on color as it is. It's actually great, because there are definitely a bunch of fascinating, great titles you can play without replaying anything. Fascinating, great old titles, I mean. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's... I can't even count the number of ones that I've gone back to and played that have been older titles. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is one great example of that. Came out long before I would have had access to a PC. And I mean, it's not that old, but it's old enough. Plenty of old RTS games. I mean, I never played I didn't even play Diablo 2 until I was like 19, I think. And that one was always considered one of the greats of the PC era, I think. Okay, let's stand down here and crack this one open, shall we? Boom. And then loop, 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 loop. I missed. God damn it. Alright. Aim a little lower. Ah, I need to stand back further. I'm just gonna keep screwing up my aim if I do it the way I've been doing it. Oh, come on. There we go. Jeez. That was dumb. I actually have a complete playthrough of Okami on my other channel when I was trying to get into YouTube. I would link it, but it's very bad and it's in Spanish. Well, you gotta start somewhere, right? I admit I wouldn't really be able to understand it. I don't speak Spanish. My wife speaks a decent amount of Spanish. She got into it a little bit when she was in middle school and growing up. She's a lot better at it than I am. The only foreign language classes I ever took growing up were French for half a year in middle school, which I hated because the teacher was not awesome. His teaching style really wasn't good for me. And Japanese, which I took about 3 to 4 years of, and if I had more opportunity to practice, I'd probably be better at it. Mostly I need to get my vocabulary better, but if I got dropped in Japan and I had a Japanese-English dictionary, I'd probably be able to survive. Let's see here. Grants with the brother defeat, now is a very nice glyph. I'm very excited about it. Now try fast to restore color in your palette, because one more battle ahead soon. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on. Which is why I'm looking so hard for the other vein that's in here somewhere. Oh, staring right at me right here. Let's try not to waste a whole bunch of color doing this time. Because at the end of this cycle, I will be able to collect color from 2 different gardens and a mine, which I think will help a lot with the whole you're low on color thing. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. Well, guess we'll go around and back up. Although, I'm not sure there was another color here. Those 2 might have been the only one. I can speak German a bit. And by bad, I mean that it is I who is bad at it. I'm actually from Ecuador, so Spanish is my main language, but since most content on the internet is English, I had no choice but to learn. That's also fair enough. It's definitely, at least YouTube seems to be a primarily English language. Not that it doesn't exist in other languages, of course, and that's great, but definitely in the gameplay circuit. I mean, even the popular YouTubers from other countries are usually still streaming in English. Okay. Well, okay, I think I'm about out of what I'm really going to do in this episode, guys, because we've got this mine all set to harvest. We've gotten battles with some other brothers going. We killed the same brother again, which, again, really weird, but whatever. Free heart. Well, not free, but easy to obtain heart, I guess, because we know what we were doing. We're poised to collect a bunch more color in the next cycle, and so I think this is probably a pretty good place to call it. So we will walk out here. What about my question about old games? You'll have to remind me what question that was. I keep dividing my attention between the comments and the game, and I get a little lost, and the comments just keep going, and sooner or later I forget what was up there. Okay, let's save real fast here. The one right above Anton's comment. Oh, do you actually interested in old stuff? I can make a short list of games that are really great and worth experiencing. I'm always open to suggestions. I definitely like older games. I don't necessarily know that I like them any more than newer games, but old gems, I'm always a fan of. So by all means, if you want to send in some suggestions for older things that maybe I missed in the approximately 2 decades before I became an avid PC gamer, by all means, I will happily accept suggestions. Okay, that's what we're going to call this one, I think. We're just a little bit under 2 hours, but we made progress, and progress is what I really care about. We got a lot of hearts. We can see those in the glyphs, right? How many do we have now? 1, 2, 3 by... How many are down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Ah, so we have 20. Because 7 by 3 is 21, which means the only heart that's left is the breakthrough heart. Which is exciting. Well, one more battle might be quick if he attacks me right away. And assuming I don't screw it up. So I'm going to save that one for the next one. But the next one will be a new brother, I promise, and we'll take care of it and keep making progress. Plus, we'll have the breakthrough heart, which I think means we're getting, well, maybe we'll have it, but we're getting close. After you finish The Witness, you should play the Talos Principle, which is, in my opinion, much better. Ha! Funny thing about that, I've recorded 2 or 3 episodes on the Talos Principle, so maybe I will go back and revisit that one around the end of The Witness. It didn't get a lot of views at the time I recorded it, so I kind of figured nobody was interested. Pathologic 2 is becoming closer and closer. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming out. Pathologic 2, Okami, it's a bunch of indie ones that I've been looking at that I'm having trouble remembering off the top of my head right now. And I'm always looking for stuff, so we'll do that. And it looks like Random Channel Name is already chanting for songs as well. Do hope you'll take a look at those comments under the Witness vid. Oh, I absolutely will. I've read them all. Don't ever think that I'm not looking at comments. Every single time I get a comment, I get notified on my phone, and the first thing I do is crack it open and read it. And yes, I will sing for you if you really want. Don't worry, that's coming. So I'm always reading the comments. I will check those. I will do those. Don't ever worry about that. I might not always respond to them because sometimes I can't think about what I'm going to respond to, or I may not be in a place where I can do it quickly, but I will always be reading them. That's never going to change. All right. And since you requested it, although I didn't have time to really learn. Oh wait, I do have one other one I don't think I've done yet. Have I done the Fire Emblem one for you guys? I can't remember if I've done that or not. I've about exhausted my normal repertoire, and I'm to a point where I either need to start redoing ones that I've done before, or I need to learn new ones. So, if I haven't done Fire Emblem, I can do that, or if there's another one that you guys liked that you want to hear again, let me know and I'll do that one. So I'll wait for a comment real fast and we'll pick one, I guess. Ellie's Crimson and Silver. Anton, I think you might be, you might have a hell of a delay there between when I'm recording and when you're seeing it, because that was, if that's in response to my question back in the garden, that was quite some time ago. Let's see, there were the one about Misfortunes of a Worker, 2 about Ireland, 3 about Final Fantasy. Yeah, okay, so that was Patty's Green Shamrock Shores, the About Ireland one. Final Fantasy was the one I did last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess, and Misfortunes of a Worker was the Sick Note. So, yeah, okay, I've got one from Fire Emblem that I can do. It's a long one. Let me see if I can remember how all it goes. Yeah, okay, I think I've got it. You are the ocean's gray waves, destined to seek life beyond the shore just out of reach. Yet the waters ever change, flowing like like time, the path is yours to climb. Sorry, hold on. Blanking on it now. In the white light, a hand reaches through. A double-edged blade cuts your heart in two. Waking dreams fade away. Embrace the brand new day. Sing with me a song of birthrights and love. The light scatters to the skies above. Dawn breaks through the gloom, white as a bone, lost in thoughts all alone. You are the ocean's gray waves, destined to seek life beyond the shore, just out of reach. Yet the waters ever change, flowing like time, the path is yours to climb. Embrace the dark you call a home. Gaze upon an empty white throne, a legacy of lies, a familiar disguise. Sing with me a song of conquest and fate. The black pillar cracks beneath its weight. Night breaks through the day, hard as a stone, lost in thoughts all alone. The path you walk on belongs to destiny. Just let it flow. All of your joy and your pain will fall like the tide. Let it flow. Life is not just filled with happiness, nor sorrow. Even the thorn in your heart, in time it may become a rose. A burdened heart sinks into the ground. A veil falls away without a sound. Not day nor night, wrong nor right, for truth and peace you fight. Sing with me a song of silence and blood. The rain falls but can't wash away the mud. Within my ancient heart dwells madness and pride. Can no one hear my cry? You are the ocean's gray waves, destined to seek life beyond the shore, just out of reach. Yet the waters ever change, flowing like time, the path is yours to climb. You are the ocean's gray waves. Okay, everybody, that's all I got for this episode, so I will see you guys next week. I have every plan to do it. Oh, one last thing. If you check back with Twitter, I don't know if I will or not, but I might stream a little Destiny 2 later tonight. A bunch of my friends and I are going to be running the raid. We've done it before, so we may do that as well. If I do that, I won't be paying as much attention to the comments because I've got to focus on communicating with them. But if you're curious, I may be doing that later. Keep an eye on Twitter. I'll let you know if I do it or not. And thank you all for your wonderful comments and compliments. That's the only other one I had in my repertoire already, so I'll have to prepare something new for next week. But cheers, guys. I'll see you later.